A year later, he got fired up in a Miami drive-by and luckily survived being shot 5 times. A year after that, his rap career would be shot down after it was exposed by yours truly that he snitched on his fellow gang member, YNR Mookie. YNR Mookie exited the apartment followed by Nehemiah Haddon, who's more commonly known as Jacksonville rapper Spottemgottem. Both men were detained as
Now, this is something that I don't necessarily agree with, and I'm going to tell you why. And niggas can get mad at me all they want to. So, a black dude comes up from the hood, gets extremely rich, has the most popular song of probably that year, TikTok sensation or whatever. And you got this white dude who is exposing the fact that he snitched and ruining people's careers for what, $8,000 so he probably got on the video? And y'all let this shit slide. It's cool to everybody. It's funny, like, oh, I can't believe it. Like, who cares that he snitched, bro? You know what I'm saying? Who cares that he snitched? Think about it in real life. Who cares that he snitched? And this is one of the things I pride myself on, is I don't do no exposing. Like, anything I do, I just react to it. Like, it's already on the internet, so me making a video ain't doing nothing. It's already out. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not breaking no news. I'm not looking up, doing research on a nigga trying to expose that he snitched to try to ruin his career, because that's what I feel like he doing, bro. And y'all letting that shit slide, gang. I don't agree. That's the part of that what 1090 Jake that I don't agree with, but that's another conversation.
Officer conducted a search of the residence. In the bathroom, a 9mm Glock and 9mm Springfield XDS were found fully loaded, each equipped with an extended magazine and a round in the chamber. With the search of the apartment concluded, Mookie was read his Miranda rights and invoked his right to remain silent. So Mookie invoked his right to remain silent. He didn't want to say nothing. Spottemgottem was then read his Miranda rights and provided the following statement. Spottem said he arrived at the house at 9 p.m., stating he was sleeping on the couch when the police lights shined through the window. At that time, Spottem said Mookie began pacing in the living room saying, "Dang man, the crackers are here." Spottem asked Mookie why he was freaking out, and Spottem told officers Mookie just kept repeating, "Dang man, dang man." Spottem stated he then observed Mookie walk into his bedroom and then walked out with items in his hand and a t-shirt covering them. Officers asked Spottem if he had any guess to what Mookie was carrying in his t-shirt, and Spottem said, "A pole." So, I mean, this is the thing, right? The police are asking, what do they think he had? And, you know, Spottemgottem says, guns. I mean, it's like you're basically putting the guns in your homie's hands. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit sounds stupid as hell. You think I'm finna go, like, this is what I'm saying, like, the whole shit is stupid. So y'all, the man's career was over with because y'all found out he snitched. So what? I'm in jail. I was asleep on the couch. You think I'm finna go to jail for your dumb ass, bro? I don't think there's nothing wrong with snitching. Now, it is something wrong with snitching and then acting like you ain't snitching, act like you a gangster. But, nigga, I would've snitched on your motherfucking ass too. Because it's all this honor and, oh, bro code and street code. Okay, so why he let you go to jail for some shit he know ain't yours then? If it's such a street code and y'all supposed to love each other and be homies and shit. I'm not letting my homie go to jail for no gun I know is mine. You see what I'm saying? Like, if me and my homie in a car, bro, not one time have I ever been in a car with a nigga and we got pulled over and it's time for somebody to go to jail and I had a gun in the car and it's my gun and I know that and I'm sitting here watching my homie go to jail. I'm not doing that.
Really confirming that they were his, and then they found them in the location that you told them they would be in. I asked Harden if he had to guess what Jackson was carrying in his shirt. Harden said a pole. I asked Harden if he had used the bathroom since he was at the residence tonight. He stated he did early in the evening. Harden stated the toilet flushed properly, which made him believe there was nothing in the water tank of the toilet. Harden stated Jackson was the only one to enter the bathroom prior to police arrival. Remember, that's where they found the gun. So you basically told him.
They found a gun in a
with Spottem's reputation getting smoked online, Lil Durk would go as far as sending him back the $100,000 Spottem paid for a feature.
Extremely
Considered a TikTok-driven one-hit wonder, none of his releases would exceed beatboxing views, and the music began to slow down.
Yeah.
Spottem was now making headlines for his arrests. A parking attendee was standing on business.
Even that shit, that Lil Durk, that shit corny, bro. Like, all this street, I'm trying to be street and I'm trying to hold, that shit is corny as hell.
Weirdo.
Like, what the fuck? You think I'm sending you back $100,000 because you paid me for a feature because I found out you snitched? I don't give a fuck what you did. Man, give me $100,000 so I can do this business, man. What the fuck are we talking about? What are we talking about? So I'm gonna send you back $100,000, but your homie King Von killed people. And you just gonna blow him up, though. So snitching on somebody is worse than killing people. It's just all dumb shit.
Spottem and his 4-car entourage, they need to pay the $80 parking fee. That's when the rapper pointed a gun with a green laser at him before telling him, you know what it is,
Oh,
and
damn.
fleeing the scene.
Oh, damn.
Spottem would also be arrested for trying to flee police on a jet ski, and again for a high-speed chase in a Corvette which crashed.
Oh, damn.
Officers
Spottem,
recovered a Glock with
he
a
crashed
switch
it out, bro.
and found Spottem hiding in a shed. Fast forward to August 30th, 2024, Spottem would be sentenced to 3 years, 8 months, and 19 days in Florida State Prison. The internet began
How long?
8 months and 19 days in
3
Spottem
years?
would be sentenced to 3 years, 8 months, and
So about 4
19
years.
days in Florida State Prison. The internet began speculating if Spottem would last, knowing he stands a whopping 5'4", and truth be told, it seems like Spottem was ready to find out. On September 20th, 2024, Spottem
I tell you one thing, he is an ugly rug rat looking motherfucker, ain't he? Damn. That nigga look like Bro-Rilla. He look like Bro-Rilla.
would enter the Florida Department of Corrections, and only 1 month later he DM'd me saying, all my brothers murder. I put on for this shit. I'm G's with all the homies. I got the blanket wrapped around.
All my brothers murder, I put on for this shit. I'm G's with all the homies. I got the blanket wrapped around me. And once my brother Mookie came home, all them fool ass allegations gonna be over with. And I see you, homie, though. I'm not going back and forth with no nigga talking about some all my brothers murder. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Is that supposed to be cool? Like it's just so shocking to me that niggas think that this shit is cool or something like.
Me, and once my brother Mookie come home, all the fool ass allegations gonna be over with. I see you, homie, though. So to translate, Spottemgottem's been claiming sex, money, murder for years. He's always throwing up B's, whatever.
Right.
And he's basically saying he's with all the bros. He's with all the bloods. He's good. They got the blanket around him, meaning he's welcome. And he's saying YNR Mookie is gonna clear his name when he comes home, as if we all can't read the paperwork for ourselves. You know, YNR Mookie, that was your boy. He can forgive you, but the paperwork is the paperwork, and you can't change that. Pictures would even make their way to the blogs of
That nigga
Spottem
short as hell,
cells,
boy.
or in the bathroom, showing not only was he in prison, but he was in general population.
Stupid.
Unfortunately, the shit didn't last long.
Why would you go to
Florida?
Why would you go to general population knowing you snitched on a nigga and knowing you 5'2" and knowing like that shit just stupid? I ain't trying to see y'all. The problem with y'all niggas is y'all try to overcompensate for another nigga so he could think you tough or you official. Boy, I don't give no fuck with you. Think I give a damn about what a bunch of niggas in prison think?
What?
Stupid. Why would I care about what a bunch of prison niggas think? Well, I don't give no fuck. Well, I'm finna take my ass up in here and this motherfucker put a PC. You tripping. Eat some good old meals in this little ass cell. You hear me? I'm finna go over here with these niggas. I ain't finna be fucking with y'all in general population.
A blogger slash TikToker from Madison County named DG Did It would post to Instagram a conversation with a current prisoner who not only witnessed Spottem get smashed off the pound,
What the
he
fuck that
ordered
mean?
the hit.
So what the habituation was, okay, you know you got these rat allegations on you. You got that you know that's blood, but he ended up getting a nigga in trouble because trying to bring him home money-wise, you feel me, trying to capitalize. So fool go to trying to be blood, so but before the got to the camp, the homies had already told him he can't be blood. So he tried to be west side, then he tried to be east side, then he tried to be Valentine. You feel me? He tried to jump to these different hoods, but had already stamped, you can't be blood. There's no rat. That's our laws. It's rules to this shit. You get what I'm saying?
There's rules to this. You can't be blood because you has no rats. We got laws. And we got laws and structure. And this shit's stupid as fuck. This is dumb. You better off just going. You should have been a fucking Muslim. You'd have been better off just going to church, homie. Real deal. Going to the mosque and chilling. Fuck is y'all got going on? What the fuck do I look like joining a gang to the point where they say, yeah, you gotta go commit crimes, but when you get caught, you gotta go to prison. You can't snitch on nobody else or you ain't gonna be blood no more. Well, bitch ass nigga, I don't wanna be blood then. What the fuck?
Long story short, bring him home one-on-one, boom. The nigga who bring him home, we had a meeting with him, tell him that's a dub. He can't be homie. So he boot up on one of the homies, okay, the big that poster brought him home, end up getting blowed. Boom, the homie shoot him. Just out of disrespect that you trying to bring a rat home, so you really saying fuck blood. Ain't
Bro, I don't
nothing
understand all this prison jailbird talk. Can y'all speak fucking English? Did he punch him? Like he talking about he got smashed off the pound or whatever. What the fuck does that mean? We don't know.
It's beef. So then a little fool go to talking sporty about, you know, how he living on the streets, whatever, to one of the bros. But at the same time, being that you was stamped as a dub and you can't be blood and you allowed to bring you home anywhere, now you just show major disrespect to the nation. So we get...
You just show major disrespect to the nation. Do y'all not realize how stupid and lame? Don't this shit sound like a bunch of kids playing cops and robbers in the fucking parking lot, in the playground? Like, this shit sounds stupid, bro.
We gave them boys like 24 hours to get them off the compound. And shit, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Okay, boom, fool end up checking it in. I guess somebody ended up calling his old girl. So his old girl called up here, they put him in the box. So little gangster, I ain't gonna lie, little gangster signed a waiver saying he don't want to leave the compound.
Crazy as hell, boy. I would've signed that.
Weirdo!
I would've signed that motherfucking paper so fast.
Help!
Get me out of here. Hey, they trying to kill me and him, man. Send me the fuck on. I'm not about to, what the fuck I look like signing a waiver to put me, like, that is, like, bro, if y'all niggas don't understand how you getting finessed in life right now, bro, I don't know what else to tell you. That's like I give you $1 billion and you sign over a waiver to say you don't own $1 billion no more because you a real street nigga and you ain't never been scared. Nigga, you give me $1 billion, I'm going to this the fuck up here.